Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is going to be relatable and still irritating and annoying because today we'll be talking about the habits of a bad communicator. Yes, I have been talking about that how you can become an effective communicator because that is extremely important for our growth, but at the same time you must have seen or you must have been in the circumstances where you have faced a bad communicator and how the bad communicator looks like. We will try to understand this aspect with 5 of the scenarios that bad communicators have. So let's get started without wasting any time. And if you're new to my channel, then do not forget to subscribe to my channel because this is your English coach Dr. Shruti who helps you to elevate your English language skills along with your communication skills and to make you a better personality. So let's get started. So before diving into this video, let me tell you the habits that I'm going to tell you of bad communicator. It is a research-based study and there will be 2 scenarios where you will find yourself in making these mistakes, I would say, or when you have these habits. Because see, there are 2 types of people. The first type of people, I would say, that when they do certain actions, they are aware of their actions. They know it that they are doing it. So they are doing it intentionally. And second type of people, when they do not know that what are the consequences of their actions and they just do it, like they do it intentionally without knowing the consequences or without knowing that these actions, they do not look good and they do not give good impression. So let's get started with the first habit of a bad communicator: when they interrupt other people in meeting or in any of the gatherings. See, here I'm talking about the scenarios which are related to professional settings. As I've been talking about that it's all about your growth, and when it comes to your growth, your communication styles matters a lot. So now you might be doing this knowingly and you might be doing this unknowingly, that you need to figure out. But when you interrupt other person who is extremely excited to share his or her opinions and thoughts during a meeting or in a formal gathering or any sort of conversational part, and when you interrupt them without completing their statements, is such a rude behavior. Like, just imagine you are saying something and in between, if I'm going to interrupt you again and again, how you will find me? You will find me annoying. You will find this behavior of mine an awful one, right? You will not like it. Same happens with you when you interrupt other people as well. So if you are doing so, please stop this action. Try to control your thoughts and make sure that let the person complete his or her statement or whatever he or she is saying, and then express your thoughts. When you will interrupt them during the conversation, what you are trying to do, you are trying to dominate the conversation, and this is the second habit of a bad communicator. What they generally want to dominate the conversation because they want that everyone should listen to them, and it is not possible every time everyone is going to listen to you. So first, please understand that you are here to listen to each other, not blabbering about your thoughts and the kind of the work you have been doing and whatsoever. Because you need to understand it's okay, it is absolutely fine when you are going to share your thoughts and opinions, but when you are going to dominate that conversation and stop other people contributing their thoughts to that conversation, can make them feel unheard. आप सामने वाले को ऐसा महसूस करा सकते हैं कि you are not listening to them. Instead of that, what you can do, you should practice that the floor is open to all. Everybody can dance on that floor. Here I mean that everybody can share their thoughts. So if you are doing so, stop it right away. Now moving to the third habit. And the third habit is when you are an ambiguous personality, when you do not know what to say on what topic, when your knowledge is vague. What I'm trying to tell you that when you do not know what to say, क्या बोलना है, and when it will happen when you will beating around the bush, means आप topic की बात ना करके आगे पीछे की बात करो, कुछ भी बात कर रहे हैं. So it is definitely not a good sign. It is a sign that you are unclear in your thoughts and most probably you are avoiding the answers of the questions or of that conversation. You are just avoiding them because you do not have any idea, and nobody wants to talk to such people who do not have any idea about anything, because every time when we want to talk to somebody in a professional setting, we really want to talk to somebody who has a sort of intelligence, a person with whom you can have a substantial talk. So yes, if you are the one who always or who sometimes tries to avoid the answers of certain questions, who doesn't know that what to say on what topic, how to express themselves, then you really need to work on your content and on your information. So it will improve your intellectual power and it will make you a good communicator during the conversation. And the fourth habit of a bad communicator is like when they get defensive during the conversation. Ki bhai maine to kuch nahi kiya, I have not done anything. It doesn't work like that. It is a scenario when people or the bad communicator, they really don't want to take any sort of criticism. They really do not want to take any sort of disagreement. They don't want to face it. They just want to be defensive whenever it comes to their, you can say, any sort of problem or any sort of failure. They really don't want to talk about it and they really don't want to face it. So this is actually countable in terms of your communication skills. If you will not be able to accept your mistakes and take the ownership of your actions, then trust me, who will come to you? Who will talk to you? Who will consider you as an accessible personality? Nobody. Trust me, nobody. And it might hinder your growth as well. And the fifth habit of bad communicator is when you do not want to take the follow-ups. Yes, follow-ups matlab when we are in a professional settings, so we have a lot of tasks to do in a day, and when you fail to take the follow-up or the updates of the task that you have been doing with somebody or the tasks that have been assigned to you, and you need to give the follow-up, so sometimes you need to take the follow-up and you are failed to do so. Because in professional setting, it is extremely important whenever any task that you are doing, you need to take the follow-ups or you need to give the follow-ups. If we are failed to do so, it is not a good sign of a good communicator or a good personality. It is again going to give a big question mark on your work ethic, and it will definitely build the trust issues and definitely create a sort of obstacle in your progress. So if any of the habits you have or you must have seen around you, do share your experience and thoughts in the comment section and do let me know, did you find these habits helpful? Do let me know your thoughts. I really want to listen your part as well in the comment section below, so that I would get to know that how I have been doing as a coach for you people. Have I been guiding you people in a right manner or not? It would be of great help. So do let me in the comment section below and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.